Thanks for tuning in on Brock Page, and if you want to save yourself some time, check out my picks for this video in the description section below. Once again, I'm not a sports betting expert, I'm just a fan. Having said all that, I went a perfect 4 for 4 with my picks in yesterday's action, completing the moneyline parlay and the daily teaser. And with that said, let's get into some picks for February 6th. OKC plus 3.5 at Indiana. Total points are at 213.5. Let's look at some trends. The Pacers are a decent 56% against the spread at home this year. Along with successfully covering in their first matchup with the Thunder, Indiana's covered a solid 59% as the official home favorite. On the other side, OKC's covered just 7 of 19 games as the underdog or pick'em. Even worse, OKC's covered a dismal 31% as the official road underdog. That said, let's break down the total points. Before Sunday's NBA action, both teams collectively averaged 205 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. Pacers games have gone under the line in 4 of their last 5. All that said, I'm foregoing the spread and the money line in this one. I am taking some action on the total points here. I'm taking the under 223.5 as the first game of my 10-point sweetheart teaser. Once again, I like the under 223.5 as part of my 10-point sweetheart teaser. Next game, Cleveland at Washington in a pick'em contest with the total points at an even 220. Washington's covered an impressive 70% as the official home favorite. They're also 19-9 against the spread at home and covered 67% against teams giving up more than 102 a game. On the other side, Cleveland's covered just 20% of their games as the official road underdog. Let's take a look at the total points. Both teams have collectively averaged 209 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. Both teams have also gone under the line in 2 of their last 4. That said, I'm foregoing the money line cash and I'm picking a winner on the spread and the total points in this one. I like the Washington Wizards plus 10 in my sweetheart teaser. In addition, I'm taking the under 230 as part of my 10-point teaser as well. Next game, Utah plus 1.5 at the Atlanta Hawks. Currently, 70% of the money's on the Atlanta Hawks to win against the spread. The total points have dropped down to 197.5. Currently, Atlanta's laying 120 on the money line. Speaking of Atlanta, they're 10-6 against the spread, facing teams winning more than 55%. On the other side, Utah's covered an embarrassing 9% as the official road underdog. They've also covered a bleak 4 of 16 as the underdog or pick'em. That said, let's break down the total points real quick. Both teams have collectively averaged 210 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. In addition, Utah games have gone over in 2 of their last 3. All that said, I'm foregoing the money line cash in this one. I like the Atlanta Hawks plus 8.5 to win at home in my 10-point sweetheart teaser. In addition to that, I'm taking the over 197.5 in a straight-up bet. Next game, Philadelphia plus 11.5 at Detroit. The total points jumped up to an even 213. Currently, 69% of the money is on the Sixers to cover. On a side note, Atlanta's laying 550 on the money line. Let's look at some trends here. Detroit's a decent 54% against the spread at home. They're also 9-9 against the spread versus teams winning less than 45%. Detroit's won 2 of their last 3, and they've covered in 3 of their last 4. On the other side, Philly has lost 5 of their last 6 games straight up. They've also failed to cover in 2 of their last 3. They've covered just 11 of 23 on the road this year. Here's a stat for you. The Sixers have covered a pathetic 16% against teams allowing 99 to 102 a game. Now, before I pick a winner, let's break down the total points real quick. Both teams are collectively averaging 214 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. Detroit games have gone over the line in 7 of their last 8. The Sixers games have gone over the line in 8 of their last 9. All that said, I'm foregoing the spread in the total points in this one. I'm taking the Detroit Pistons at home, winning this one outright for some money line cash. Next game I have for you, Miami plus 3 at Minnesota. Total points dropped down to 206.5. Miami's covered a solid 60% facing teams winning less than 45%. On the other side, Minnesota's covered just 37% as the favorite. They're also just 7 of 18 against the spread, facing teams winning less than 45%. Let's take a look at the total points. Both teams have collectively averaged 215 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. Miami games have also gone over the line in 3 of their last 4. Minnesota games have gone over the line in their last 5 consecutive games. All that said, I'm foregoing the money line and the total points in this one. I like the red-hot Miami Heat plus 13 in my 10-point sweetheart teaser. Next game, Phoenix at New Orleans. The betting opened up with New Orleans as the 4-point favorite, with the total points at 219.5. Currently, New Orleans is -5 against the spread, with the total points jumping up to a cool 221.5. On a side note, 78% of the money is on New Orleans to cover the spread. That said, the Pelicans covered just 38% of their games as the official home favorite. They've also lost 4 straight, failing to cover in 3 of those 4 losses. That said, let's take a look at the total points real quick. Both teams have collectively averaged 217 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. New Orleans games have gone under the line in 2 of their last 4. All that said, I'm foregoing the spread and the money line. I'm going to pick a winner on the total points straight up. I like the under 221.5 in this one. Next game, Dallas plus 2.5 at Denver. The total points drop down to an even 213. Denver's covered a solid 62% of their games at the current point spread. They've also covered a decent 59% as the official home favorite. On the other side, Dallas has covered just 40% of their games at the current point spread. They've also covered just 12 of 25 as the official road underdog. That said, let's break down the total points. Both teams have collectively averaged 217 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. Denver games have gone over the line in 5 of their last 6. Dallas games have gone over the line in 4 of their last 5. That said, I'm foregoing the total points and money line cash in this one. I am, however, taking action on the spread. I like the Denver Nuggets plus 7.5 at home in my teaser bet. Once again, Denver plus 7.5 at home in my 10-point teaser. Next and final game, San Antonio minus 4.5 at Memphis. The total points drop down to a cool 202.5. Currently, San Antonio's laying 135 for some money line cash. Let's take a look at some trends. Memphis has covered an impressive 70% facing teams allowing less than 99 points a game. On the other side, San Antonio's covered a dismal 14% against teams giving up 99 to 102 a game. The Spurs have also failed to cover in 3 of their last 5. Let's break down the total points real quick. Both teams are collectively averaging 208 total combined points in their last 4 games respectively. Memphis games have gone over the line in their last 6 consecutive. That said, I'm foregoing the total points and the money line. I'm taking Memphis plus 14.5 at home as the final pick of my 10-point sweetheart teaser. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. The lines were too close tonight, so I couldn't make a money line parlay for you, but I do have a big juicy teaser that I'm very confident I'll hit. That said, I have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. If for some reason you decide to use the information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page Predictions and Sports Picks, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.